Women choosing to go braless can be a form of self-expression, rooted in a variety of motivations. For some, it's a political statement or a stance on health, reflecting a desire for greater comfort or a challenge to societal norms. For others, it represents freedom from traditional dress codes and the constraints of wearing a bra. In certain cases, especially in the media, going braless might be used to attract attention or align with specific aesthetic choices. However, this is about actresses that went braless for the cameras, which left our mouths wide open in awe. 1. Jean Harlow. Jean Harlow is the real definition of platinum blonde because that was who she was. Jean Harlow was known for her sultry beauty and charisma, both on and off the screen. Harlow became a symbol of glamour and sensuality in Hollywood. Her distinctive platinum hair and captivating presence made her the quintessential representation of the era's ideal of beauty. Jean Harlow was nicknamed Bombshell because she could make heads turn. She joined Hollywood in 9 years, and she became one of the biggest stars. She was listed on the top 22 women leading the Hollywood. The first producer she worked with was Howard Hughes for her first major role in Hell's Angels. Jean Harlow was born in Kansas City on the 3rd of March, 1911. She went to Hollywood for girls' school, as that was the dream of her mother. During her freshman year, Jean Harlow was paired with a senior big sister, who introduced her to 19-year-old Charles Chuck Fremont McGrew III, an heir to a significant fortune. Harlow and McGrew were seriously dating. Shortly before their marriage, in 1928, Chuck McGrew turned 21 and received a portion of his inheritance. The couple moved from Chicago to Los Angeles, settling in Beverly Hills. In their new environment, Harlow embraced a lifestyle as a wealthy socialite. Jean Harlow's acting career started in 1930. Movie producer Howard Hughes took an interest in Jean Harlow and cast her in Hell's Angels. It was in this film that she delivered the now iconic line, "Would you be shocked if I changed into something more comfortable?" Her performance solidified her status as America's new sex symbol. This success was followed by another hit, Platinum Blonde, and several films with Clark Gable. Harlow and Gable would go on to star together in 6 movies, including Red Dust, The Secret Six, and Wife vs. Secretary. Tragically, during the filming of Red Dust, while in all her movies, she was known for not wearing a bra on set. We wear mostly skin-type dresses, or a tight-fitted dress that accentuate her body. She's either in a silk dress or top, but she never has a bra on. Jean Harlow is always upfront about her sex appeal. The sex symbol star died at a very young age, 25. She died of kidney failure, but still Jean Harlow was known for her being charge of her femininity. 2. Jane Mansfield. Jane is one of Jean Harlow's successors in terms of sultry beauty, charisma, and being America's sex symbol. She has graced so many movies and comedy shows, and the roles she mostly plays are sexual roles. Jane Mansfield was born Vera Jane Palmer on April 19, 1933, in Bryn Mawr, Pennsylvania. As the cherished only child of affluent and influential parents, Herbert and Vera Palmer, Jane's early life was one of privilege and adoration. Her parents indulged her every whim, assuring her that the world was her oyster. However, tragedy struck when Jane was just 3 years old. Her father, Herbert, suffered a fatal heart attack, abruptly altering the course of her young life. As Jane grew up, her striking beauty became undeniable. She developed early and embraced her signature curves, quickly becoming the center of attention at her high school. Her allure captivated both peers and adults alike, but her early popularity came with complications. At just 16, Jane met Paul Mansfield, a charismatic and slightly older student, at a Christmas Eve party. They started dating, and it led to marriage. After getting married to Paul Mansfield, she started her pursuit for acting, but would get many rejections. Then she had to go blonde to be noticed. One thing about Jane Mansfield is that she carries herself so well and knows that she is sore for the eyes because of her curves. Jane Mansfield barely wears a bra. In fact, most of her pictures are centered around her breasts. There was this picture that captures Sophia Loren's shock about Jane Mansfield not wearing a bra. 3. Jennifer Aniston. Jennifer Aniston was born in 1969 and grew up surrounded by the entertainment industry, with her father being actor John Aniston. She first gained major fame as Rachel Green on the hit TV show Friends, a role that earned her numerous awards and established her as a household name. Over the years, Jennifer transitioned into film, starring in a variety of genres and proving her versatility as an actress. Jennifer Joanna Aniston, born February 11, 1969, is an American actress renowned for her impressive contributions to both television and film. She gained worldwide fame for her iconic role as Rachel Green on the television sitcom Friends, 1994 to 2004, a performance that earned her Primetime Emmy, Golden Globe, and Screen Actors Guild Awards. Jennifer began her acting career at a young age with an uncredited role in the 1988 film Mac and Me. She secured her first major film role in the 1993 horror comedy Leprechaun. Over the years, Aniston has starred in a series of successful comedy films, including Office Space, 1999, Bruce Almighty, 2003, The Breakup, 2006, Marley and Me, 2008, Just Go With It, 2011, Horrible Bosses, 2011, We're the Millers, 2013, Dumplin', 2018, and Murder Mystery, 2019. Jennifer Aniston has consistently been recognized for her beauty and talent, frequently appearing on lists of the world's most beautiful women. Her net worth is estimated at $300 million, and her films have grossed over $1.6 billion worldwide. She has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame and co-founded the production company Echo Films in 2008. Jennifer Aniston's enduring success and influence in the entertainment industry solidify her status as a Hollywood icon. One of her notable projects was the indie drama Cake. At the Toronto Film Festival, Aniston stepped onto the red carpet for the film's premiere in a chic, sleeveless black dress with a pleated bottom. The dress highlighted her enviable figure and was a stylish choice for the event. However, the dress turned out to be less forgiving than expected under the flash of the photographer's cameras. Jennifer opted to go braless, perhaps thinking the black color would be a safe bet. Unfortunately, the intense camera flashes led to an unintended wardrobe malfunction, revealing more than she might have anticipated. Aniston accidentally flashes some nipple on the red carpet, a moment that drew attention from the media and fans alike. Despite the fashion mishap, Jennifer Aniston was accompanied by her fiancé Justin Theroux and posed for photos with her Cake co-star Sam Worthington. Aniston also served as an executive producer on the film, directed by Daniel Barnes with a script by Patrick Tobin. The film features a strong supporting cast, including Chris Messina, Felicity Huffman, William H. Macy, Marianne Jean-Baptiste, Britt Robertson, and Lucy Walters. Director Daniel Barnes expressed his excitement for Aniston's role, saying, "Of the zillions of Jennifer Aniston fans, I might be the biggest one of all. I've especially loved her more dramatic performances, and I can't wait to watch her tackle a role that has such a brilliantly funny voice and so much raw pain." 4. Farrah Fawcett. Farrah Lenny Fawcett, originally Farrah Lenny Fawcett, born February 2, 1947, June 25, 2009, was a celebrated American actress. Renowned for her roles in both television and film, Fawcett garnered 4 Primetime Emmy Award nominations and 6 Golden Globe Award nominations over her career. She achieved international fame with her iconic role in the first season of the television series Charlie's Angels. Farrah Fawcett remains one of Hollywood's most iconic figures and is celebrated as an American sex symbol. Farrah Fawcett was renowned for her classic hourglass figure, characterized by a well-proportioned silhouette with full natural breasts, a slim waist, and rounded hips. She wore a 34B bra size and weighed approximately 135 pounds. Charlie's Angels transformed television with its introduction of Jiggle TV, featuring the stunning Farrah Fawcett Majors. The rise of Fawcett Majors in the pre-internet era is explored in Behind the Camera, the unauthorized story of Charlie's Angels, airing Monday on NBC at 9 p.m. EST. The film features unknown actors as Fawcett Majors, Kate Jackson, and Jaclyn Smith, with Dan Castellaneta, voice of Homer Simpson, portraying producer Aaron Spelling, and Wallace Langham, reprising his role as manager Jay Bernstein. Castellaneta also narrates, starting with Spelling's pitch to ABC executives Michael Eisner and Barry Diller. Notably, the film highlights Fawcett Majors' iconic look, which famously included her not wearing a bra. After the first season of Charlie's Angels, Farrah Fawcett Majors felt overwhelmed by her fame, and her husband Lee Majors demands for her to stay home every night. This pressure led to her departure from the show for its second season. 5. Clara Bow. Clara Bow grew up in the tough streets of Brooklyn, facing poverty and hardship. But her life took a dramatic turn in 1921 when she won a talent contest. This win gave her a small role in a film and a trophy, but it didn't come with a contract. Clara faced rejection after rejection from agencies and studios. They told her she was too young, too short, or more often than not, too fat. It took her 2 years to move to Hollywood and another 3 years before she finally signed a contract with Paramount Pictures. Once she did, Clara Bow's career took off. She starred in a series of silent films that became classics, perfectly capturing the spirit of the Roaring Twenties. Films like The Plastic Age and Dancing Mothers showcased her natural charisma and ability to bring humor and sexiness to the screen. She became known as the ultimate it girl, the epitome of the flapper era with charm and allure that enchanted audiences everywhere. But despite her success, Clara's new Hollywood life wasn't without its dark sides. Behind the glamour, she faced significant challenges. The Hollywood elite snubbed her, and as the years went by, she was pushed to the margins of film history. Even though she made studio executives a lot of money, they belittled her, calling her names like Birdbrain and Dumbbell, manipulating her both personally and professionally. Clara Bow's rise to fame wasn't just about glamorous Hollywood parties and silent film stardom. Her journey started with severe challenges at home, particularly with her mother, Sarah Bow. Sarah was a sexually repressed and often frightening figure who had very strong opinions about actresses. To her, women in the film industry, especially those flaunting flashy dresses and painted faces, were no better than prostitutes. "You ain't going in that pictures. You ain't gonna be no whore. I'd rather see you dead," she'd harshly declare. This harsh disapproval wasn't just talk. Sarah Bow's own hypocrisy was a dark undercurrent in Clara's life. While she preached morality, she would entertain uncles for cash, forcing Clara to hide in a locked closet, hands over her ears. When threats and verbal abuse failed to deter Clara, Sarah's methods grew more extreme. At one point, she even threatened her daughter with a butcher's knife, saying, "I'm gonna kill you, Clara. It'll be better." Despite these horrifying experiences, Clara didn't let her mother's attempts to crush her spirit stop her. The psychological scars of her mother's abuse, including debilitating insomnia and deep-seated insecurity, stayed with her throughout her life. But Clara's determination and resilience saw her through these dark times. Eventually, her father intervened, placing Sarah in an asylum, and Clara was able to leave her troubled home behind for good. 6. Carrie Fisher. Carrie Fisher, born in 1956, was thrust into the limelight with her role as Princess Leia in the Star Wars franchise. Growing up with a famous family, her mother was actress Debbie Reynolds, and her father was singer Eddie Fisher. Carrie entered Hollywood with an impressive pedigree. Her portrayal of Leia, known for her strength and independence, became iconic and cemented her place in pop culture. One of the standout moments in Fisher's career was her appearance in the metal bikini in Star Wars, Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. However, the decision to go braless in this costume wasn't purely a bold fashion statement. The producer, George Lucas, advised Fisher to forego the bra as part of the costume design. The reasoning? In the futuristic world of Star Wars, there's no need for bras, and wearing one might even be uncomfortable or distracting for Fisher during the demanding scenes. This choice wasn't just about fashion, it was about fitting the character and the setting. Fisher's portrayal of Leia, braless in the iconic bikini, became a defining feature of the character and sparked discussions among fans and critics alike. Just as Clara Bow challenged norms in the 1920s with her own style and presence, Carrie Fisher made her mark with a distinctive look that was both practical and emblematic of her character's role in the galaxy far, far away. 7. Maureen McCormick. Maureen McCormick was born on 5th of August 1956 and became a household name as Marcia Brady, the eldest daughter on the Brady Bunch. Starting on the show when she was just a child, Maureen grew up in front of the camera. But as she matured, she found herself increasingly frustrated with the show's direction. As she got older, Maureen wanted the show's scripts to reflect her and her co-stars' growth. Instead of the same old storylines and outfits designed for younger characters, she sought more mature and relevant material. However, the producers insisted on sticking to the show's established tone and style, leaving Maureen and her on-screen sisters feeling stifled. In a bold act of rebellion, Maureen McCormick decided to make a statement about her dissatisfaction with the show's approach. She and her co-star, Eve Plum, chose to go braless during filming. This wasn't just about making a fashion statement. It was Maureen's way of protesting against the lack of character development and the producers' refusal to adapt the show to reflect their growing up. By going braless, Maureen hoped to draw attention to the need for change and to push for storylines that matched their evolving ages and experiences. It was a way to assert her individuality and signal that she and her co-stars deserved better, more mature roles. The producers did not listen to them. In fact, he reprimanded them and made sure they wore bras during set periods. He would even go extra miles by feeling their back to confirm if they wore a bra. 8. Bette Davis. Ruth Elizabeth Davis, known to the world as Bette Davis, was born on April 5, 1908, in Lowell, Massachusetts, to Ruth Augusta Favor and Harlow Morell Davis, a patent attorney. Her parents divorced when she was just 10 years old, and she and her sister were raised by their mother. Early on, Bette was drawn to dance, captivated by the glamorous life she believed it represented. However, her passion shifted to the stage, where she found a greater challenge and a new sense of purpose. After graduating from Cushing Academy, Davis faced a setback when she was rejected by Eva Le Gallienne's Manhattan Civic Repertory. Undeterred, she enrolled in John Murray Anderson's dramatic school, where she quickly distinguished herself as the star pupil. Her early career included a role in the off-Broadway play The Earth Between, 1923, and her Broadway debut in 1929 with Broken Dishes. She also appeared in Solid South. In late 1930, Davis moved to Hollywood after being hired by Universal Pictures. Her film debut came with Bad Sister, 1931. Upon arriving in Hollywood, the studio representative sent to meet her train failed to recognize her as a star and left without her. An official at Universal even remarked that she had as much sex appeal as Slim Somerville, and her performance in Bad Sister did not initially impress. Despite these early challenges, Davis's tenacity and talent would soon establish her as one of the most iconic figures in Hollywood history. In 1936, Bette Davis was suspended without pay by Warner Brothers for refusing a role she felt was beneath her talent. Determined to continue her career, she traveled to England with plans to make films there. However, Warner Brothers intervened, prohibiting her from working outside of their studio because she was still under contract. Despite her legal efforts to break free from her contract, she lost the lawsuit. Nonetheless, this standoff made Warner Brothers take her more seriously. Upon her return, Davis's career took a significant turn for the better. In 1938, she won her second Academy Award for her performance in Jezebel, alongside the rising star Henry Fonda. Despite this success, she missed out on the coveted role of Scarlett O'Hara in Gone with the Wind, 1939. Warner Brothers refused to lend her to David O. Selznick, unless he agreed to cast Errol Flynn as Rhett Butler, a choice that both Selznick and Davis considered ill-fitting. Throughout her career, rumors swirled about her numerous affairs, including relationships with George Brent and William Wyler. Davis was married 4 times, with 3 of those marriages ending in divorce. She openly acknowledged that her career always took precedence over her personal life. Bette Davis is one of the women that does not wear a bra also, but for her it's more of a health reason, and not for the pleasure of men's gaze. And it's so sad that Bette died because of breast cancer. As we've explored today, the decision for actresses to go braless has often been about much more than just fashion. It's been a personal statement, a challenge to societal norms, and sometimes a form of rebellion against the constraints imposed by their roles. From the silver screen legends like Jean Harlow and Jane Mansfield to the iconic Jennifer Aniston, each of these women made choices that reflected their individuality and their unique positions in the industry. Their stories remind us that the choices we make in our personal and professional lives are often influenced by deeper motivations and the desire to assert control over our own identities. Whether driven by comfort, a need to defy expectations, or a push for more authentic representation, these actresses have left a lasting impact on how we view both fashion and female empowerment in Hollywood. If you like this video, do not forget to share and subscribe. Also, let us know in the comments who gets your votes as the most surprising actress who went braless for the cameras.